Hi everyone, welcome back to another Reddit cheating story. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and notification bell if you love to watch more cheating stories. If you want to know how to get back your ex-girlfriend and boyfriend, click the link below.
Where do I go from here? Long story ahead. Dated for 5 years, essentially just obtained wed. Hubby ripped off due to the fact that he was too randy. Hi, I'm brand new once more to Reddit. I seem like every single time I make a new account a lot adjustments lol alright allows get into this. So my 24F, other half, 24 meters, has dealt with a pornography addiction because the beginning of our partnership. I knew this as well as was always there as well as supported him throughout his recovery. Quick FWD. Last summer season we were wed. I'm in the armed forces and posted on the opposite shore of our hometown. A couple months after the wedding he moved in with me. He was far from residence, much from his buddies, as well as his regular regimen. He works from another location as well as takes a trip for work around 1 to 2 times a month to various states countries. So, remaining in the armed forces, I make certain various other Reddit participants can attest that your individual time isn't your personal time the higher you enter rankings. I get up at 4:30 am to exercise with my shop, go into operate at 8 o'clock am. A lot of the moment I overcome lunch as well as there would certainly be a lots of days where I'll return at 8 p.m. since I'm so busy at the office which barely leaves time for us. Anyhow, when my other half initially relocated he battled a great deal making buddies, finding a regular, fitting in. He's a non-combatant, on a base full of men who are primarily all in the military. He stands out like an aching thumb. So of course, no buddies are regular, I'm hardly home, so he views porn. So quick FWD. Again and also we're saying about his pornography dependency, I connected how uncomfortable it made me that he still saw it due to the fact that we have sex? Like if I'm doing something wrong throughout sex, just connect it so we can repair it. Plus I have no idea what he enjoys so how can I also recognize what he likes if I do not understand what he's viewing? Every single time we spoke about it, I would ask if there's anything we can do in different ways during sex that would make it much better. He constantly says no which he loves having sex with me. Therapy has aided a great deal. Plug. If your partner likewise has problem with porn, get exterior aid. The duty of their healing is not your own to bear. It comes from them. They demand to place in the work, and also you are just there to support them. So allows get to the succulent part, he cheated. Which is so amusing now that I'm keying this since he constantly stated unfaithful is the one point he'll never be able to forgive and right here I am, requesting guidance as well as how to make this job despite the fact that he ripped off. So I had some family visits and also we held. A few days after my family left, we were expected to fly to visit back house. He had a last-minute job point come up which he needed to travel to one more state for. We agreed that we would certainly fulfill back home the exact same day as opposed to traveling with each other. Now I've constantly been rather laid back as far as him going out with friends as well as having a good time. Since I do the same point. I'm a Marine, we event hard. So whenever he travels, I urge him to go out, as long as he's secure and also not obtaining arrested or something. So he texts me tell me he's going out with his buddy. I tell him I enjoy him and also to be secure. He tells me he's currently drunk as well as sends silly images of him and also his buddy. I message him to send more images. I miss him and also I enjoy when he sends me a lot of pictures. No response. The entire night. Currently he's 3 hours ahead so I figured they had gone back to the resort and knocked senseless. Plus I had work the next early morning so I texted him good night and that I enjoy him. Typically he texts me greetings every morning, even when I bid farewell to him when I'm leaving for work. 10 am hits as well as I resemble damn he need to have obtained plastered since he's still asleep. Nope. So I message him a picture of myself at work and inform him good morning. He imitated everything was regular. Later he asked when I would certainly be home. And also I resemble finally it's been 4 days without FaceTime. I missed him. I inform him what time I would certainly be residence. After that he claims we need to talk about something severe. My giddy self was thinking he wants another pet, rapid FWD. I obtain residence as well as he calls. He's acting quite typical. I ask him what he wanted to discuss and he just starts bawling. Legit tears. So I get freaking frightened. I'm asking him what occurred? Is he alright? Do I need to fly out? He simply responds with, I did something negative. My mind goes blank from many thoughts. I saw it around his face. I currently knew what took place. He informed me his friend and also himself fulfilled a group of ladies at bench. One particular lady was being flirty with him. Okay, so I understand there's great guys available, yet my hubby is great fine. So he always obtains focus but he's extremely devoted, LMFAO was. As well as typically will tell girls he's married or just neglect them, chose them to a house party when bench closed, took her back to his hotel and also he claimed spare me the unclean information. While he was claiming all this I was simply in utter shock. I didn't weep. I really did not shriek. I simply looked at him over the phone. He asked what I was feeling. And also I just said nothing. I really feel definitely nothing. There was a lot going on in my head and I had problem creating every one of that right into words as well as sentences that made good sense. I told him that I needed to leave the phone due to the fact that I can't speak. He maintained claiming sorry and that he enjoyed me as well as he hopes that we can work this out. Currently I'm on a trip back to our hometown to meet him and talk about this. When I reached the airport terminal I was essentially one bad experience away from obtaining a flight elsewhere since I really did not wish to waste my leave days being sad. Due to the fact that I still cannot think it. I'm not exactly sure what to say to him. I've had actually 3 anxiety attack given that we've had our FaceTime. I haven't been able to sleep. I am torn. My heart was ripped out of my chest and I'm not exactly sure just how to inform him. Or what to do. Should I remain and function points out? Exactly how do I recognize he won't just rip off once more? What did she provide for him that I do not? Was the cheating planned? Did he go to bench knowing he wished to rip off? Why really did not he just speak to me rather? Call me and tell me some lady was flirting with her yet he solid armed her? Why couldn't we laugh concerning the whole thing for hours? Like we normally do? I'm just so lost. If you made it this far, thanks for reading. Any guidance is substantially appreciated. Right here are a few of the best comments from our area. If he has an addiction to porn, sex after that this is just the beginning. As soon as he sees that you're capable of forgiving his unfaithful he will not really feel so poor about enjoying sex when he is traveling for job. He simply won't tell you about it following time. You're young and also have a lot of time to find somebody who will certainly be loyal to you. Nope. You're also young and he's also damaged. This mores than. He does not have mental capacity to take care of his sensations neither capability to assist you heal. This connection has actually been all about you making changes to suit him and little concerning him. He's a male child. And also likely will constantly be a male youngster. Ask him to stay home and afterwards invest time alone without get in touch with when you return to base. He isn't the man you believe he is as well as he will never ever be as well as lacks maturation to help you recover. He stated dishonesty was a tough boundary for him, he cheated. He has a background he permits his concerns to spill over into your life. He has shown consistently what he resembles. Leave him, I am sorry. More story right here. My mother isn't who I believed she was. I am a 35 years of age disabled, autistic lady who deals with my parents. I do not have good friends and my siblings do not speak to me anymore so my moms and dads are the only people I spend time with. My parents have been together for 45 years and appear to get along well. They hardly ever fought and also we would always do things together as a family members like go out to eat, shop and also have game evenings. My mother was like my friend. So last summer my mother started acting actually odd. She started concealing her phone as well as started treating my dad like dirt. She seldom talked to him and refused to take a look at him. My daddy drew me aside and claimed he believed she was having an affair. She had done this multiple times throughout their marital relationship, 2 times prior to I was born and as soon as when I was really little. It was always an indication when she treated him like that. He desired me to aid him discover what was going on so he asked me to examine her phone and her laptop computer. I noticed she would always eliminate her background, which she never did previously so my papa asked me to place an essential logger on her computer system. I wasn't comfy doing that so he told me to just maintain inspecting it. It was very demanding for me. I was always terrified of what I was most likely to find and I disliked being in the middle of it. I told my papa exactly how stressed out it made me as well as he accused me of concealing for her. This took place for months. I could never rest at night. I would have nightmares as well as fear 24/7. After that on Christmas Eve, my father entered into my room early in the morning after my mama must likely to work. He said he grew a tape recorder in her cars and truck and also heard her having sex with some person. He was positive it was somebody from job, my mommy and also I both operate at the same mom and pop restaurant. He desired me to listen to the tape to figure out who it was. I told him it made me unpleasant but he kept urging it was really crucial as well as implicated me of getting on her side. Ultimately, he played the tape. It was one of the most terrible point I ever heard. I am literally shocked for life. I was able to identify the man. He's 22 years old, that makes it also worse. When my mother got home, my parents had a big blowout and announced they were obtaining a divorce. Xmas has actually constantly been my favorite vacation, yet instead of opening presents and also appreciating a good meal with my household, I spent the day in my area weeping while my parents suggested all day. My dad has since left and I need to deal with my mom. I even look at her without really feeling ashamed. She isn't also the very same person any longer. I simply want I might win the lottery game as well as leave this whole situation. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you assume in the remarks below. Keep in mind to subscribe and also strike